asked you to empty out one of your dresser drawers so she could fill it with her feminine doodads?
No, she just brings a little overnight bag with her stuff in it. She packs it in and packs it out, like a cat burglar that has sex with me.
You haven't found hair curlers on your toilet tank or a couple of emergency tampons in your medicine chest?
Nope, she leaves the scene of the crime exactly the way she found it. And the only fingerprints are on me.
Nice, but be careful. Women are nesters. Sometimes they'll bring something of theirs over and claim it's a gift for you. I remember once this woman I was seeing brought over a personal vibrator. Like an idiot, I used it and started mixing margaritas.
You know, come to think of it, Molly recently gave me an agave scrub sponge.
I'm sorry, what?
An agave scrub sponge. What it does is it scrapes all the dead skin off your body, leaving you silky smooth. Feel this.
No.
Seriously, it's like velvet.
Oh, man, that's really soft. Samuel, touch that.
No, I will not touch your arm, and I will not pull your finger. Again. Taunt the immigrant, very funny.
Now, see, I'm guessing that's something she brought over for herself, but she's saying it's for you.
You think?
Absolutely. She's starting to move in. But stay vigilant, protect your man cave. I'll tell me one more time. What's the name of that sponge?
Not gonna make it over tonight, sweetie. Yeah, I gotta pull another double shift. The snowstorms left us short-handed, and somebody's gotta keep the city from crumbling into anarchy and mob rule. Hand me the Pringles. No, the ranch. I'll see you tomorrow when I get off of work. I love you, too. Poor thing, she really misses me.
Well, life with a police officer is a life of sacrifice. That's why I've chosen not to enter into a relationship. Isn't fair to the woman.
I see. It's got nothing to do with her being unwilling to climb in your window after your grandma falls asleep.
Hey, if a woman's not willing to shimmy up a drain pipe to get a little taste of Carl McMillan, then she's too full of herself anyway.
You know what? If we're gonna be here for a while, I'm gonna kick my shoes off.
Nuh-uh. Leave those nasty things on. I don't want to be breathing your stanky foot funk.
Hey, my socks got soaking wet pushing that car out of the ditch, and I don't want to catch a cold.
So you're gonna air them out over the heating vents? You might as well just stick your toes in my nostrils. And besides, I told you to wear your galoshes today.
I don't like the galoshes. They compromise the dignity of the uniform.
Right. Kind of like that big glob of pickle relish you got on your badge.
It's salsa.
Regardless, I prefer you to leave your shoes on. It's bad enough to be smelling your breath, armpits, and backside. We don't need to be adding the smell of your feet and my vomit to the mix.
Hey, I hate to tell you this, but after a double shift, you're not exactly a romp in a flowery meadow.
Hey, every time we've stopped for coffee, I have brushed my teeth, washed my face, and splashed on a couple of drops of my signature scent.
Yeah, let's talk about your signature scent. What is it exactly? Because it smells like the inside of a hamster cage.
That's the cedar bark. It also contains sandalwood, clove, and a hint of jasmine. But I'm guessing those aromatic subtleties are lost on the man who has 2 blocks of Parmesan cheese for feet.
Fine, let's stop at a drugstore and I'll buy some new socks.
You need to buy some new feet.
You know what? Screw it. The shoes are coming off.
Oh, then I'm opening all the windows.
Fine, it's 10 below. We'll both just freeze to death.
I'd rather freeze to death than die from a bad case of Parmesan footlong.
Hey, whatever. It doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother me either.
Hey, I like the cold. Turn on the air conditioner.
Don't think I won't.
Do it.
I'm doing it.
Well, if I do move in with Molly, it'll definitely cut down on expenses. Plus, my neighborhood's not exactly the safest for a woman.
Why don't you get a big dog or teach her judo?
No, that's stupid.
How is that stupid?
I don't know. That's what Molly said when I suggested it.
Man, I hate to see you get rid of that apartment. It's like a quiet sanctuary for me.
Why don't you sublet it? That way you can move out of your grandmother's house.
Well, I can't do that. Cooking and cleaning for me is what keeps that old woman vital.
And the yard work?
When did this become about me? I really appreciate you driving today.
Happy to do it. Is this the farthest the seat goes back?
The problem ain't how far it goes back, it's how far you go forward. Tomorrow night, I'm showing up at Christina's house with a dozen red roses and a box of fine Belgian chocolates. My lady don't care for no American chocolate.
I can relate. I'm the same way with taffy. After I went to Atlantic City, I became a bit of a taffy snob.
What are you talking about? I've seen you eat plenty of crappy taffy.
Yeah, but I don't enjoy it.
Anyway, after that, I'm taking her out to dinner. 5 courses, each paired with its own special wine, hand-picked by the in-house sommelier. That's French for picker of the wine.
Wow, sounds like you're really going all out.
Hey, it's our first Valentine's Day together. Can't just drive through a Taco Bell or take a bowling.
No, I get it. I went through the same thing last year, man. Candy, jewelry, carriage ride. Boy, I'm glad all that romantic crap is behind me.
You're at least gonna take her out for dinner, though, aren't you?
She said she didn't want to do anything.
No woman wants to cook on Valentine's Day, and every restaurant is booked solid. Well, unless it's got a guy out front dressed as a hoagie and spinning an arrow.
She said not to make a big deal out of it. I'm just following orders.
That's what they said at Cuss's last stand right before they got their dumb white asses Tommy Hawk.
No, Molly's not like that. When she wants something, she tells me. Sometimes 2 or 3 times until it really sinks in.
Let me explain this to you in a way you might understand. You know how when I go to get a milkshake and I ask you if you want one and you say no?
Uh-huh.
Well, if I listen to you and I don't come back with your own milkshake, you get all pouty and mad.
Well, we've been together a long time, and I don't think I should have to ask.
And that's why I always buy 2 milkshakes. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get another straw and share mine with you, and that's a race I cannot win.
Egg whites with wheat toast, Denver omelet with hash browns.
Oh, hash browns.
And that's why Carl ordered the second plate.
Now, let me ask you, how would you feel right now if I didn't order you those hash browns?
Uh-oh.
In 24 hours, you and I are gonna be screwed in 2 completely different ways.
Nice of you to bring lunch to Christina. Very thoughtful.
Well, it's little gestures like this that score big points with a woman. Nothing says L-U-V like a BLT.
That's how you won my heart.
I'm telling you, man, this St. Patty's Day is gonna be the best ever.
Better than the year you got drunk, painted yourself green, and then tried to French kiss the police horse?
Hey, man, I was feeding Clip Clop a carrot. Right, and those pictures made that look a lot weirder than it really was.
You took advantage of a hungry horse, Carl. Nay means nay.
Joke if you want, but that's what St. Patty's Day is all about. Free-spirited revelry.
Some might say unbridled. By the way, are you 2 seeing each other again, or has she moved on to greener pastures?
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta pick up a keg of green beer for my party and talk to my piñata guy to see if he can do a leprechaun.
Wow, you're really going all out for this thing, aren't you?
Hey, this is my first official blowout in my new apartment. People gonna be talking about this soiree for years to come.
I'll have to read about it in the papers or next month's Horse Quarterly.
Wait, now you're not coming? But I already bought enough bags of green M&Ms to dam up a levee. I was preparing for Hurricane Mike.
I'm sorry, Carl. Something came up.
No, but you've known about this for 2 weeks, and now all of a sudden you just... Oh, wait. Molly's ovulating, isn't she?
And on St. Patty's Day. Funny how her eggs never drop when she's got tickets to Mamma Mia.
Why don't you just do a hit and run? You guys are married. She knows you're coming back.
Ovulation days aren't just one and done, Carl. It's a marathon. By the time it's over, I won't be able to form a sentence or pull up my pants.
Hey, it's St. Patty's Day. I'm gonna be the exact same way.
And that right there is what made that horse picture really weird.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Listen, Molly.
Yeah.
We need to go over a few ground rules for this ride-along.
You got it.
Okay, don't touch anything inside the car. And stay in the vehicle unless Carl or I directly tell you to get out.
Roger that.
And whatever you do not talk to any suspects or arrestees.
No problem. What do I do if they talk to me first?
Nobody's gonna talk to you.
Oh, you don't know that. And I'm very approachable. Oh, hey, what if I pretend to be their friends, kind of gain their confidence, and then find out who the big fish is?
I repeat, no talking.
You got it. Okay, just fly on the wall. You know, you just go about your business and pretend I'm not even here. Right along day one. Straight to quiet, too quiet.
Are you gonna be recording what we say?
Oh, just a quick way to get my ideas down. Don't worry, I'll change the names to protect the innocent.
All right, well, just don't play it back for me, because, you know, I hate the way my voice sounds on tape. It sounds higher, more womanly. Like, I'm all the way up here, but in my mind, I'm all the way down here. Officer Carl McMillan. This is CNN.
You got anything to drink tonight?
No, I haven't, officer.
All right, you're good. Drive safe. I gotta tell you, I hate doing these checkpoints.
Why? Because a warrantless search without probable cause can be construed as unconstitutional?
No, I just hate all the standing.
That's because you do it all wrong. You got to bend your knees a little bit. You know, use your abs. You got to harness your cheek.
Looks like you're taking a chi.
I actually don't mind working these checkpoints. Being outside, meeting new people, the adrenaline rush you get when you see that old crap look in the driver's eyes.
Oh, crap.
That's the look. Look, I want to go on your boat, but this thing makes me look like an idiot. Can I just wear my little arm floaties?
Sorry, man. Ship's rules. Every passenger has to have their own life vest.
Oh, what about you?
I'm crew. I'm not wearing that ridiculous thing. Where do you see this boat, Carl? She's a thing of beauty. I'm telling you, Vince really knows his stuff.
Yeah, you two been getting pretty close during this little see-do-redo.
You know, we have, and that's the magic of this boat. She showed me Vince in a completely different light, and I'm proud to call him my captain.
I'm happy for you. And for me. About time you found somebody else to look up to.
What are you talking about?
Well, in my quiet way, I've given you guidance all these years.
Okay, one, you've never been quiet. And two, the only thing you've given me is a bad case of hemorrhoids.
And I'll always be there for you, Mike. Just like your hemorrhoids.
But what Vince and I have is different. You know, I actually think he kind of sees me like a son.
Yeah? That's sweet.
Yeah, if I can make his life a little happier by playing along, so be it.
You're a good man, Mike Biggs.
Thank you.
I taught you well.
Wear your floaties and your vest. You're going overboard.